Oh, I've never seen his movies, so I don't
really
actually
good.
know what they're about.
They're really good.
Yeah,
They're
you've said
overrated.
they're all right, but you've also said that they're not actually scary. So I'm not going to watch a horror movie it's not really scary.
What is scary though? What horror movie scares you, or like
So I don't necessarily like my favorite horror movie is The Thing, the John Carpenter movie.
Yeah.
That's definitely my number one, probably by a good bit. It's so well done.
Is it
the pacing is good. It's older. It's in the
70s?
I think it's the late 70s, maybe
70s
early
or
80s,
80s.
something like that. And it's very good at being unnerving. Like it has like the gore and all that. That's not scary, especially coming from someone now who's seen a lot more gruesome gore in films that looks more realistic. But like the unnerving aspect of it, I like a lot, of like not knowing who is the beast, who is the impersonator, who isn't.
Yeah.
That's what's scary now to me as an adult, right? As a kid, it was about some jump scare of someone coming out of the woods or, behind that door.
Mm-hmm.
As an adult, it's not scary unless I'm thinking about it the next time I'm in the dark walking through tall grass.
Yeah. Or like, what's that one? Is it, Kyle, which one's Conjuring and which one's Sinister?
So The Conjuring is the one with the couple who like do paranormal stuff, the guy, the man and the woman, and they go to his name, it's the guy from Band of Brothers. They go to his house to deal with some demons and spooks that they got going on there. And I think Sinister is the one where you've got the Bagul, which is the child stealing demon who tricks the kids into, or convinces the children to murder their own families and then records it. And Ethan Hawke finds all those recordings of it upstairs.
I think you're correct. You talking about both of them reminded me. I like both of them. Like they're both very good, but The Conjuring is genuinely creepy.
The first one is excellent.
The first Conjuring is great, and scary movies are hard to do right because it's so easy to fuck up or to overplay your hand and make it appear silly instead of
I said a long time ago that the Babadook really, really bothered me, and I think some people watched it and said
it didn't get me. That one didn't.
Yeah, but like when I was watching it, I had to turn it off because it was so upsetting. Like there was a part where the Babadook was like the lady's in bed and it's nighttime and her bedroom door just opens creakily and it like crawls in on the ceiling and it's like a spider almost crawling around the ceiling and she's hiding under the covers from it. And when she peeks, it's crawled right on above her bed, but it's doing this backwards neck thing looking at her and it just pounces on her face. And I was like, all right, that's it.
Yeah.
We're done for the night. We're not going to watch the rest of this.
I haven't watched a good spook in forever. Are you a scary movie guy, Scott?
I like them, but it's kind of the same thing. It's like I think it's more cerebral for me. Like I like interesting concepts. Like Children of the Corn was probably like one of the like I was kind of like, yeah. The first time I saw that, I was younger, but it was like a really good movie. A Nightmare on Elm Street scared the hell out of me when I was a kid too.
My wife is downstairs watching that with my son right now.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, from 1984.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't remember being too scared. I saw it too old, I think.
Did you see? I think it's the second one. It's the gay one. It's the one with all the gay undertones and like the gym teachers like clearly gay and they're at the leather bar.
There's a gay one.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's either the second or third one. I can't remember which, but I've watched all the interviews and stuff, and like it's funny to see some of the actors are like, yeah, it was clearly very gay, it was gay, and then another guy's like, I had no idea that we were making a gay film, but it has become in the gay community just a cornerstone of what it feels like, the teen angst and the coming out, and it's very, very gay. It's about being gay and dealing with it and everything around it. While in the middle, you've got Freddy Krueger, murdering people. Krueger's even a little sexy with the boy in this one. And I think that they talked about him maybe like licking him or something, but they thought it was too far. There was lots of weird stuff in that movie. It's bizarre. It's not a good movie.
That one.
Skip that one.
All the horrors I see now are just bad. Like I haven't seen a good horror movie in fucking forever.
I feel like HD is a bad way to do horror movies too. I feel like if you see things too clearly, if everything's too crystal, it's kind of there's no mystery or anything like that.
Yeah,
I agree. There's something to be said about when we were watching like The Thing, for example, on a fuzzy tube TV that might even been small, and it's like, man, what is that? Well, I can't really see it. It's in the dark. It's now you can see. I don't know. There's something too. Now I'm on the a gigantic 4K TV, and it's everything's crystal clear. If you show too much of the monster, or if your CGI is a little wonky in some way, I'm not afraid of CGI monsters almost ever.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure. The alien abduction thing has always been really scary to me because I kind of believe it just a little, like enough that I'm afraid of it. And I remember that thing Woody said about being in the situation and then being afraid of it. I would, when I was a kid, I would jog to the end of the driveway and back, and it's dark down there. Like we're in the country, and when you get to the end, you're in the woods. And I would always imagine that there were aliens in the woods trying to get me and run as fast as I could back home. And I remember thinking, like, this is as fast as I ever am. This is my fastest when I'm running from the aliens in the woods. And I know it was true. Like, if you had somebody out there with a stopwatch, 100% I'm faster.
Yeah, you were going D1 if they would have had the timer then.
If they had gotten like a scary alien on the sidelines, I could have been like a water boy era, like style talent, where they just got to get the gray alien face out on the sidelines and freak me out. That could have been it.
It's really just most movies now. I'm not like, and I think maybe it's the nature of like streaming services and their business model when it comes to a lot of the movies they make, which is like shotgun. Like, all right, make a lot of them, and if we make enough, a couple of these are going to be unexpected hits.
Have you seen really what would be good a little more? Like you could tell by, well, the ads, but like big time movies, the ads would just hit different. It's like, oh, this Forrest Gump is going to be a major event movie. Saving Private Ryan is going to be dope. Now, good movies and bad movies go straight to streaming, and it's difficult to tell what's good and what's bad. You
don't like realize what's a social, I guess, phenomenon until it's like, oh, it's trending on Twitter. I guess a lot of people are watching this. Like there's no way to know because so many people have ads blocked for everything. You don't even have the run up.
Yes.
Have you seen Midsummer? It's by Ari Aster, the same one who did Hereditary. It's where the couple goes to this like weird Norwegian festival out in the country.
I haven't watched it. I should though, because I liked Hereditary. I felt so bad for that funny faced girl.
I love when she dies. It's the best part of the movie. But Midsummer is like weird. It's very upsetting, and it's very like it's creepy. It's because you don't, and it's very bright. Instead of lots of darkness, and for a horror movie, it's bright daylight. I think in every scary scene, like every scary scene is bright daylight. I can't remember what. No one that I knew. Okay. But like the girl's face, when you see the girl's face, they memeified the face she makes toward the
crying at the end. I've seen that. Is that it?
There's maybe
she's like smiling and crying or something.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. And there's a part at the beginning. I can't remember what they call it. The Gutenschlepp or something. It's the practice of when the old people would jump off of a cliff to kill themselves in like Viking society because they were useless now, and so you just they have that out of nowhere at the beginning, and the tourists are just like, "What the fuck did we just watch? What the fuck did we just watch?" And there's like people smashed on the rocks, and like, "This is the natural way of things," or however they sound. Not like that exactly. More of an authentic accent.
Why are you so offended? We are just tossing the refuse out the way we do every midsummer. You said the movie title. Like, is that how?
No, it goes? that one's good. That one's weird. I can't. I watched the Terrifier recently. Terrifier 2 actually.
That stunk. I did not like Terrifier.
That's not my style. It's so gory, like over the top gory, and not comical goriness. Like it's not like, whoa, look at all that blood spraying like Akira movies. You know,
it's a Terrifier. That's a clown one, right?
Yes, he tortures people to death, and it's just like, I don't want to watch you torture people slowly to death. Like it's
terrible. Like that's what I don't want in a horror movie. is I don't want gore, torture. Like I am not scared by that. I'm just put off by it. Like it's to the point where it's like,
what about
I
like
don't
home
enjoy
and
this.
Yeah, I'll tell you one that's really uncomfortable, and like it's called Funny People, and it's a home invasion movie where they like hold them hostage and sort of torture and like torment a couple.
Oh, that's not a comedy?
No.
Is it Funny People or Funny Games?
You actually might be right, because I think Funny People is the Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, I was like, dude, Adam Sandler's getting
Is
real.
it funny?
Like,
I think you're right. I think it's going to be Funny Games.
Funny Games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was like a
100%.
Norwegian version or something, and then there was like an American version.
Yes. I've seen some like clips from the Norwegian version or whatever it is, the older one, but I've seen the new one, and it's upsetting.
Like the violence.
Upsetting. Just how drawn out it is, and how it's more mental than physical. It's like letting someone know you're going to do something awful to them, and then like spending 20 minutes talking about it, and then, you know what, maybe I'll wait till later.
It's the type of stuff where if you were going to murder someone you hated, you probably wouldn't even do it that way to them, because you'd be like, nah, I hate this guy, but I just want to get it over with. And
they're just strangers, I think, if I remember it correctly. Like they have no reason to do these things other than they want to.
Ew, that's sinister.
Yeah. That I remember watching that, and that one making me feel like kind of nauseous and kind of sick to my stomach. Like, kind of wish I hadn't watched this. Of course, I was a kid.
If it's too over the top gore and cruel, it can be off-putting, and like, oh, this is it's cruelty and gore for the sake of it, without it like playing into the character's motivations.
This one isn't really
like,
gore.
Oh, you're trying to shock me right now.
Yeah, this one's more mental than like gore. It's more the threat of what they're going to do. Although they do awful things. I mean, the ending itself is. I don't want to spoil it. You should watch it. It's a dark horror movie.
I'll try it out. What was the title of that one?
Funny Games.
Funny Games.
Yeah.
I'll give it.
I'm glad he corrected me, and somebody didn't rent Funny People and be like, "This isn't scary at all."
This sucks. What a pussy!
There's a lot of Steve Carell singing. Once it gets scary,
it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I wish there were more movies and shows I actually enjoyed watching now. Like,
Survivor. You guys are both missing it.
I don't like reality TV really.
This
like
is better than other reality TV.
Not a big fan of it. It's just it doesn't pull me in.
I fucking can't sell a TV show to Kyle. I'm the worst salesman ever.
Well, it's I've seen it.
No, you haven't.
The newest
season 5.
You gotta watch reality TV with a woman though, because like it kind of it's almost like an out. Like if you were sitting down watching Survivor on your own, you might feel a little weird. Yeah. But when you got the girl there, you're like, oh no, she's watching this and I'm watching her watch this. I'm telling her how dumb that person on the TV is.
Yeah. She's watching. They're just dumb. She's watching Cake Boss. I'm just
Survivor.
Here. Yeah.
There's like, I don't know, 30 people at the start. Like 27 of them are better at this game than I am. And I'm just like watching them make moves, working their strategies. I'm like, fuck, that's actually pretty clever. They're not dummies.
The only one I like, and it's only of clips of it, is like a Gordon Ramsay cooking show. It's fun watching him yell at people briefly, but other than that, not really. And even then, I can't remember the last time I watched a Gordon Ramsay show.
That's what I watch. I watch all of the Gordon Ramsay shows, no matter how shitty they are. I watch him cook with children. I watch him cook with adults. I watch him yell at restaurants and rebuild hotels. I watch all that shit. The man's a billionaire, and he comes out with a new Fox TV show every fucking year. I don't know. I watch them all.
Like I'll just start watching a new show or a movie or something, and always I'm like, is this as good? Are you enjoying this as much as you would just enjoy kind of having old Simpsons, old King of the Hill, that on in the background? It's like, no, like I don't. Like I'd rather watch season 4 Simpsons again than this, uninteresting nonsense. And maybe that's like part of getting older, is that like you want to go back to these things that kind of tickle that nostalgia feeling of like, oh man, I remember watching this season for the first time of The Simpsons, and late grade school, middle school, or whatever it was, and like enjoying it and like that like happy carefree feeling, snow day feeling.